Tonight on South West Local News. Police call for assistance in helping locate a missing 14-year-old boy from Hamilton. Thousands gather to remember the fallen at Anzac Day commemorations across the district. A Colac man arrested and interviewed with relation to an alleged murder in 2021. And in sport, Russells Creek remain undefeated after an Anzac Day night blockbuster.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is South West Local News with Sharna Rogers.
Good evening and welcome to South West Local News. A call has gone out for information on a missing boy in Hamilton. 14-year-old Felix was last seen in Hamilton on Wednesday, April the 22nd. It is unknown what he was last seen wearing, but Felix is Caucasian, 150 to 160 centimetres tall, medium build, with blonde brown shoulder-length hair. Police and family have concerns for Felix's welfare due to his age and medical conditions. A Colac man has been arrested after a police investigation into a high-profile murder. Detectives from the Missing Persons Squad charged the man with murder as part of their investigation into the 2012 suspicious disappearance of Brendan Breen. He was interviewed by investigators and has since been charged with one count of murder. The man appeared at Melbourne Magistrates Court on Friday. Thousands of people attended Anzac Day commemorations across the district on Saturday to remember those who paid the ultimate price in world conflicts across the globe. In Warrnambool, almost 800 people gathered at the dawn service before over 1,000 at the mid-morning service. As part of the commemorations, the Warrnambool RSL unveiled a special memorial for Warrnambool soldiers who lost their lives in the Vietnam War. Speaking at the ceremony, RSL Warrnambool committee member Colin Davis paid tribute to the men, with the memorial to be based inside the RSL.
My perspective, a small photograph on a sheaf of poppies led to looking at people in a different light. We now have faces to names. They're no longer just etched on a wall. They are real people, and they will be front and centre. As you go through the doors of the RSL, they'll be in the foyer up there for everyone to pay a respect to. 4 young men that should never have lost their lives, but they did, serving their country.
South West motorists were among more than 4,000 Victorians who committed road offences across the unofficial Anzac Day long weekend. During Operation Tribute, police snared 1,783 speeding offences, 178 drink driving offences from 68,610 preliminary breath tests. Road Policing Acting Assistant Commissioner Justin Goldsmith said there were some positive signs despite the large number of offences. The Warrnambool train station will be the scene for a meeting of state government representatives from the Liberal Party on Tuesday. Member for South West Coast Roma Britnell has organised a train service crisis forum at 2 p.m. Also in attendance will be Shadow Minister for Public Transport Matthew Guy and Member for Polwarth Richard Reardon. Members of the public are invited with issues to be discussed, including overcrowding on trains, a lack of carriages and a lack of booking facilities.
2 o'clock. Many people have been absolutely disgusted by the overcrowding, the lack of safety, and now the chaos that the free travel has resulted in. We organised this meeting 2 months ago when the overcrowding first began, before free travel was announced. We were going to come up on the train and meet the community to talk about the problem. Now things have escalated since then, but we're driving up so we don't take seats away from those desperately needing to get to and from Melbourne who can't drive. And we'll be hearing from the community that there'll be a petition there to sign. The government are simply not listening to the community, who are saying this is a chaotic mess. The announcement of free travel and the lack of 6 carriages that's resulting in the overcrowding. And we'll be taking that message to the Parliament, presenting the petition on the 5th of May when we next sit.
Member for Wannon Dan Tehan is leading an Australian parliamentary delegation to Taiwan from today to Friday. Mr Tehan is part of the delegation through his role as Shadow Minister for Energy and Emissions Reduction. The mission will include high-level discussions with senior government leaders and ministerial officials and aims to strengthen Australia and Taiwan's established energy trade relationship. Australia imported $3.6 billion worth of refined petroleum from Taiwan in 2024. The trip is fully funded by Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Australia. Premier Jacinta Allen has promised 70% of new road funding will go to country areas such as the South West. Miss Allen announced today that the Victorian budget 2026-2027 will include $1.4 billion to rebuild, repair and resurface roads across the state. She said it was a record amount. This is the biggest roads blitz in the state's history, and most of that money is going to regional Victoria. The government estimate the budget funding was enough to get rid of 200,000 potholes. South West motorists will soon have 20% taken off of the cost of their vehicle registration. The Victorian government announced on Sunday the reduction would be funded by an allocation in the state budget to be handed down next week. Light vehicle registration costs up to $930 each year for every car. With 20% off registration, a driver with one car will receive up to $186 and a family with two cars will receive $372. This cut represents around $750 million in foregone revenue. From June the 1st, eligible vehicle owners can apply for the reduction through Service Victoria. Applications will be open July the 31st. The township of Timboon is a benefactor of a busy year from roads crews in Corangamite Shire. Council has announced it has completed all its planned roads and footpaths works for 2026-2027. This includes roads rehabilitation of 7.7 kilometres and 750 metres of new footpaths. In Timboon, this includes a new footpath from the pool to the town centre. Terang, Noorat and Cobden were also locations where upgrades have happened. 2 new meeting pods have been installed in the Portland Library. The meeting pods were purchased after Glenelg Libraries successfully secured $41,969 in funding through the Victorian Government's Living Libraries Infrastructure Program. The pods are aimed to provide flexible, private spaces for community members to connect and work. The installation includes a 4-person pod with benches and tables, as well as a single-person pod featuring a height-adjustable desk. Finally, feedback is being sought on the Lakes Edge Housing Development Outline Development Plan. The plan is proposed by land developers Pierce Property and regards a new development near Lake Hamilton. The development will see up to 320 new homes built within the residential zone. Southern Grampians Shire Council is encouraging residents to have their say as part of the community feedback stage. That's it for general news this Monday night, and we'll take a break, and when we return we'll have some sport news from the weekend.
At ASAP Local Plumbing, we know that when it comes to your home or business, you need a team that gets the job done right the first time. From expert hot water system installations to full septic tank and drainage solutions, we handle the heavy lifting so you don't have to. We're your go-to, trusted professionals for water quality and filtration. Get in touch today to book a quote or visit our website. ASAP Local Plumbing, your local plumbing experts.
At Solomon's Flooring, Terry has installed carpet for his mum and is giving the chance for another mum to win a voucher for $2,000. Carpet, tiles, blinds and much more. Yes, $2,000 to give away. See our Facebook page for details. National Tiles, Solomon's Flooring and Blinds, 1050 Raglan Parade.
B&B Furniture Plus now stock a range of adjustable beds. They have mobility aids to help you live your life to the fullest and lift chairs for the best in comfort. B&B Furniture Plus is locally owned at 203 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
Hi, I'm Roma Britnell and I'm your local Member of State Parliament. Together we can make the South West Coast an even better place to live. But I need you to let me know what's important to you. Only then can I truly understand your aspirations and be the best representative for you. Feel free to drop into my office and share your thoughts with me. I'm also online at romabritnell.com.au or catch me on social media. I'm here to work for you. Let's make it happen and let's make a difference.
K9000 Dog Wash, your locally owned and Australian manufactured DIY dog wash. the quick, easy and trusted solution for washing your dog, no matter their size. Warm water, gentle shampoo and conditioner, flea and tick rinse, and safe, comfortable drying for a stress-free finish. It's fast, affordable and always available when you need it. With a bike wash and pet laundry available too. K9000 Dog Wash, making bath time easier for you and more fun for them.
Bell's Garden Centre has the largest range of sand and soil products in the southwest. People choose Bell's because you can't buy experience, and Bell's has plenty. With bulk product delivery available across the southwest, for your next project, it's gotta be Bell's.
Is it time to upgrade that outdoor chair? How's your tent holding up? Need a gazebo for that special gathering? George Taylor Stores carry all the summertime essentials that you need to make this summer the best. We'll answer your questions and have you ready in no time at George Taylor Stores.
We use the Ridley team, make a phone call, I get high quality advice. We tend to have 6 weekly visits from the team where we do a full farm walk and herd health check. They check in on production and the feeding rate. It's something I don't have to worry too much about because I'm always comfortable that they will have it under control.
The feed that comes out of Ridley's fully confident every day of the year that it's high quality grain or pellets.
Welcome back, and it's time to look at some sport news from the weekend. Russells Creek continued its winning ways on Saturday with a 59-point victory over Merivale. After 3 rounds, the Creekers have a perfect record, while the Tigers have lost their last 3 games after a Good Friday win. Sam Kelly kicked 5 goals for Creek, while tough on-baller Sam Alberts was best on ground. The win was set up when Creek kicked 7 goals to 1 to lead by 37 points at the first break. In other games, Timberine Demons defeated Old Collegians, Allensford was too good for Coolangatta, and South Rovers beat Panmure. The tough start to the season continued for Dennington, who lost to Noranda by 294 points. Jeremy Stacey kicked 14 goals.
Yeah, great win. Yeah, very happy to start the year 3-0 with some challenging opposition. Yeah, we've been tested at times, but yeah, great win, and that was even on the weekend just to win convincingly like we did. Well, certainly their willingness to learn, you know, with a new coach coming in over the break, yeah, just their willingness to learn and get better and improve and seek feedback, and then put into practice, you know, the things that we've been working on throughout the summer. Yeah, they've been able to put that into practice, and you know, I feel like they've gotten better every week. You know, they're learning the system and starting to get an idea for it, and yeah, they're continuing to improve. So yeah, very happy about that. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the team that are, you know, willing to play a role now and potentially, you know, sacrifice their game in support of helping the team and doing what is required for the team. So, you know, to lose the caliber of players that we did, it's never easy, you know, to see them walk away. But you know, you support people for going to play at high levels and things like that. But you know, with the quality that we brought back in, also with a lot of them being past Russells Creek junior players, you know, you love to see those guys come back and continue their senior careers at their junior club, and they've been fantastic. You know, as I said, that willingness to learn and improve and get better, and we've seen big improvements from some of those guys already this year.
In Warrnambool District League A-grade netball, Merivale won a tight contest against Russells Creek. The Tigers led by 4 goals at quarter time and marginally outscored Creek for the remaining quarters to win 50-42. Chloe Lovell top scored with 28 goals, and Georgia Martin was influential in defence and attack. Noranda had the day off after Dennington forfeited, while Allensford defeated Coolangatta by 6 goals. Old Collegians defeated Timberine Demons, and South Rovers were too strong for Panmure. Finally, former Cobden junior Sam Walsh starred for Carlton in AFL Round 7 on the weekend. Walsh gathered 32 disposals as the Blues fell just short of Fremantle. The Dockers opened a small gap early and were able to keep the Blues at arm's length. Walsh was rewarded for his efforts with 3 coaches' votes in the AFL Champion Player Award. That wraps up sport. It was a pleasant weekend across the district with sun sticking around today also. After the break, we'll go through the forecast for the rest of the region.
At Solomon's Flooring, Terry has installed carpet for his mum and is giving the chance for another mum to win a voucher for $2,000. Carpet, tiles, blinds and much more. Yes, $2,000 to give away. See our Facebook page for details. National Tiles, Solomon's Flooring and Blinds, 1050 Raglan Parade.
Lava Street Veterinary Clinic on Raglan Parade is a caring, family-run clinic offering exceptional care at affordable prices. We're the only clinic in Warrnambool dedicated to small animals. Paws, feathers, scales and fins. For over 40 years, our family tradition has been our commitment to your pet's wellbeing. With a purpose-built facility and the latest technology, we provide gold standard care. From community de-sexing days to special offers each month, experience the difference at Lava Street Veterinary Clinic.
The Tyre Factory Warrnambool, more than just tyres. The team at the Tyre Factory Warrnambool not only specialise in helping you with your tyre needs, but other mechanical needs as well. The Tyre Factory Warrnambool have all the leading brands of tyre, including Hankook, Maxxis and BFG, plus a number of wheel packages and wheel alignments. Get in touch with the Tyre Factory Warrnambool for all your mechanical needs, more than just tyres.
At ASAP Local Plumbing, we know that when it comes to your home or business, you need a team that gets the job done right the first time. From expert hot water system installations to full septic tank and drainage solutions, we handle the heavy lifting so you don't have to. We're your go-to, trusted professionals for water quality and filtration. Get in touch today to book a quote or visit our website. ASAP Local Plumbing, your local plumbing experts.
Welcome back. Around the region, a partly cloudy day. Midweek, a chance of fog in the morning, and Thursday, a partly cloudy day with northerly winds. Now further into the forecast. In Port Fairy tomorrow, a partly cloudy day with light winds and a top of 22 degrees. 23 degrees on Wednesday with a chance of morning fog and light winds. Thursday, a partly cloudy day with strong 30-kilometre winds and temperatures dropping to 11. In and around Mortlake, it'll be 26 degrees and partly cloudy tomorrow, creeping up to 27 on Wednesday with a partly cloudy day and light winds. Thursday, 26, winds up to 30 kilometres and overnight temperatures dropping to 11 with partly cloudy conditions. In the Colac and Camperdown region, expecting partly cloudy conditions with a top of 25, only 24 on Wednesday with partly cloudy conditions and up to 25 degrees on Thursday with light winds becoming northerly. In Port Campbell tomorrow, partly cloudy day with a top of 20. Wednesday, a top of 19 degrees and partly cloudy on Thursday with a top of 23 and northerly winds with light winds into the evening. Home to Warrnambool 22 tomorrow with a partly cloudy day and a chance of early morning fog. Partly cloudy on Wednesday with a top of 24, 26 and partly cloudy on Thursday with northeasterly winds. That's it from your South West Local News team for your Monday night, and thank you for joining us. If you missed any of the bulletin, you can watch it back on demand at southwestlocalnews.com.au or on Facebook. Until Wednesday night, with peace, good night.